From Albert Callahan, Head of Security, to J. Chan, Toy Department. He is definitely up to no good. You can't trust anyone with a beard like that. There is sawing and hammering coming from the grotto every night, only when I have a look in there, there's nothing there. Also, I know we have a lot of temporary assistants in at this time of year, but some of my men say they saw little faces looking out at them, and someone is pinching tools and stuff from the do-it-yourself section. From J. Chan, Toy Department, to Piotr Kowalski, Heating Engineer. What's gone wrong with the heating in the Toy Department? It's like the North Pole up here. From F.P. Picklins, Personnel Manager, to Mr. Nicholas, Temporary Sales Assistant, Toy Department. I'm sure we would all like to leave early on Christmas Eve. However, the store will remain open until 8 p.m. for late shoppers. I'm afraid your request to leave early because you have another job to go to is hardly sufficient reason to shut the grotto. Besides, I cannot imagine what job has to be started on the 24th of December. From F.P. Picklins, Personnel Manager, to Mrs. K. Arnold, Managing Director. And then, the next thing to happen, according to Mr. Chan, was that snow apparently fell in the toy department. The side of the grotto fell in, and Mr. Nicholas came out on a sledge drawn by 8 apparently living reindeer, smashed through the big window by the lifts, and was last picked up by air traffic control over Southampton. I, of course, agree with you that the whole matter had better be forgotten, since it clearly could not have happened. And anyway, Mr. Chan now thinks he's a teapot. The Blackberry Pie. This is the story of the Blackberry Pie, the 33 cooks, and the Christmas spirit of Horace Clinker, Mayor of Blackberry. I don't know whether they still bake a special blackberry pie when Christmas comes to that odd little town, since Horace Clinker has long since passed away, and the grandsons of the 33 cooks are now in business there. But this is how they all came together to bake the first and biggest blackberry pie. It was early December, 1871. Albert Sock was just closing his pastry shop when a small boy came up to him. "A message from the mayor, Mr. Sock," he said. Sock took it and read. "Dear Sock, please give the bearer of this message a shilling for his trouble and come and see me at the mayor's parlour. Bring your cookery book. Yours, Clinker." Of course, Sock knew he had to go. With his cookery book under his arm, he tramped through the narrow streets, his nose glowing in the cold. He liked Horace Clinker. Everyone in Blackberry did. But he was the sort of man who has ideas. And they were the sort of ideas that led to trouble of one sort or another. Like the scheme for the underground railway that made the High Street cave in, or the newfangled electrics that blew up the town hall. It said a lot for Mr. Clinker that the people of Blackberry still liked him, but he was always ready to give anyone a shilling, and knew everyone's name and their children's names, and was the best mayor the town had ever had. When Sock reached the mayor's parlour, he found Clinker standing by the fire. There were 32 other people in the room, all the cooks, butchers and grocers in the town. Everyone shook hands. Then Horace sat them down with a glass of port each to keep out the cold. Most sat on the floor. "I'm never one for beating about the bush," he said. "I want you to bake a special blackberry pie." He paused. "Don't interrupt," he said, before they had a chance to. "You see, a lot of people in this town are very poor and will have a very hungry Christmas indeed. We can't have that, not in Blackberry. So what I want you to do is make a pie that is big enough to give every man and woman and child in the town a large slice with gravy." "Impossible!" cried Sock. "No, not my way. I'll give you each 5 guineas a week to bake it. There must be beef in it, and pork, and veal, and mutton, and spuds, and carrots, and apples, and